Hello and welcome back to Accessible Photography with Alistair MacDonald. This week I am on the Ayrshire coast with some fellow vloggers from a Facebook page called Landscape Photographers on YouTube. And we are having a Scottish meetup for I think it's the first time. And I got so excited doing this, I forgot to switch the microphone on, and the first part of this is all in silence. So I'm going to skip through it, show you some pictures, and we'll pick up when I actually remember to switch the microphone on. I hope you do enjoy despite the problems. For this shot here, I've borrowed a 6-stop ND from Adam, and just getting the surf to flow nice and smooth around a rock with a small sea stack in the background there, and it's looking quite nice. I'm quite pleased with it, to be perfectly honest. And it's a very easy one to get to. You park the car just over there and walk along the beach. The beach is quite rocky, gravelly, not the easiest to walk on, but it's there. Anyway, I'm taking this just now, 100 ISO, f16, 2 seconds a time. Gives enough time for the water just to run away and the rest come in, and you get a nice movement of water in there. I'm going to be careful not to overexpose. I'm going to take it back down to 1.6 seconds just now, because it seems to be a bit brighter than it was before. That looks quite nice. Basically just going to keep taking pictures and see what I get. And I've got, oh, that washed out completely. Watching my histogram, watching my burnouts. I'm not getting much of a burnout. And the key thing is also to watch the element in front, because I'm getting splashed and I managed not to get, oh, big wave there. Just clean the element just as the big wave comes. So nice and smooth this one. I'm going to try and get a wave. There are lots of images. One will appear, and that'll be it. Nice big splash there. if you get a splash, if you get a big wave, the chances are I end up with just white in the foreground, and I really want to have it as it's just receding and giving a nice departure. There, that one there will be good. I'll change it to landscape mode now, get a bit more water in there, see a bit more rock around. The balance of the image is wrong though, so to adjust that around here. The balance is just totally wrong. Get that level as I can. And so the problem was I've got two lots of rocks out there, and when I went on to wide angle landscape, it didn't look right. So that was a nice one there. Probably a bit too much water for this one. Get it as it's going out, it's going out. Okay, that's me going to call it a day. Well, a little bit out of breath as we wrap up at Dunure Castle, because getting off the beach is a bit steep, maybe not the most accessible in the world from where we were, but if you park down by the harbour, it's just a short drop onto the beach and you get a good view. We're actually at the main car park behind the castle, £2.50 a car. And it does involve a little bit of a climb. Still on the Ayrshire coast with the Landscape Photographers on YouTube Facebook page, Scottish Meetup, and we're actually in Ayr at the moment. Ayr is over here, the docks are over here, and there's a pier in this direction. We're on a lovely beach at the moment. I'm really just scouting around to see what images there are to be had. I think the pier with the lighthouse on the end is probably the key one that everybody will be going for. Well, we've got the camera in a bit of a precarious situation here. I'm actually over the bar, almost over the water. I've made sure everything's secure. I'm hoping it's very secure. And I'm hoping that the lav mic and muffler is working well because it's quite windy here. And what I'm trying to do is get this view here. So I'm trying to get the leading line here, a bit of the old mooring post here, and then the lighthouse at that point there. Bring down the sky a little bit and hopefully get a nice image. Always hoping. So hopefully that image came out. The last one I took was 3 frames for different focus points to try and get everything in focus, and I hope it works. And at the moment, Duke, the tripod carrier, is carrying the main tripod, which is very heavy. But he's doing a good job. I just hope he doesn't drop it at the other end. I hope we're fine. Oh, the sun's coming out again. Nice. Nice. Well, we've moved along the coast a little bit, and we're going to be photographing the Kafir shipwreck, which is that way. But the guys have found some old groins that look interesting, so we're going to be photographing those up close and personal by the look of it. And I'll look around this way. There's another groin there, which will be interesting, and possibly leading out to the shipwreck. I think Adam's mentioned that one before. Anyway, I'm going to try and get down here. This is not very accessible, if I have a look. Are you saying we're playing with our own groins?
I'm playing with my own.
Well, camera in hand, literally, and going to head off and find some more groins that might actually still be in the water. I've seen the guys over here having a look at some much taller ones. It's been a proper pier, I suppose, as opposed to a groin. So, clamber over some rocks. Accessibility, not 100% accessible, this one, for a lot of people. As in a lot of people who don't get to things easily. To the majority of people, this is probably perfectly accessible. So those of us that struggle, it's a bit rocky and difficult. Anybody with any disabilities, it's going to be getting very difficult. Very uneven surface. Not good. Well, I've set myself up beside some of they're not groins, they're actually, I would say pier legs, really. The pier's fallen down, you can see the remnants of the pier, and I'm photographing directly into the sun. And getting quite a pleasing image on the back of the screen. I'll just do that. And I'll show you that shot now. I'm quite happy with that, actually. It doesn't lead on to the Kaffir wreck that would be really handy, but it makes an interesting image on its own right. So now we're at the Kaffir wreck, which is just there, and I've managed to walk from way over there and leave my cable remote in the car. So I can't get a really long 30-second plus exposure, and I'm struggling to get a 30-second exposure with the filters that I've got. So I'm just going to take what I can. But it's something maybe we can come back to later and get on those nice, totally calm waters caused by a 30+ second exposure. I'm quite sure somebody here is probably doing a 5-minute exposure. It would be quite interesting. But I'll just get what I can, as usual. Well, that's the Kaffir wreck done. Again, managed to borrow a filter, and I left my wee plunger switch thing back at the car, but we managed to do I think it was a 15 seconds or something thereabouts. Whoa, plane heading into Prestwick, and we're just going to pick our way back across this beach. It's not easy. It's doable, but it's not the easiest in the world. But we're going to take a sneaky way back out to avoid the majority of the beach because it's a long distance. And I'm going to leave it at that. If I haven't shown some of the pictures, I'm going to show them now. And I will see you soon, or as somebody else near here would say, and I'll just come over here so that you can hear me say it. I'm going to say, in a bit.